French fries are adored all over the world, and it's easy to taste why. These slices of fried potato, garnished with salt and served hot to millions every day, are one of the most popular foods of all time. As with any great food, variations and styles of preparation are abundant. On this episode of Every Last Crumb, we're taking a deep dive into every style of French fry we could find across the world. So kick back, grab a drink, and start contemplating where it is you'll be getting your French fry fix once this video is done. But before we get going, don't forget to subscribe to Every Last Crumb and let us know what other iconic food history you'd like to know about. Now, on to the good stuff. It is widely believed that despite the name, French fries originated in Belgium. Don't you hate misleading names? In the late 16th century, Belgians, along the River Meuse, traditionally ate small fried fish. However, when the river froze in winter, they turned to potatoes, slicing and frying them in the manner of the fish. The name French fries comes from World War I, when American soldiers were introduced to the dish. They mistakenly believed they were in France because the Belgians were speaking French, and thus the misnomer was attached. Today, Belgian frites are typically made from Binchi potatoes because of their high starch content. These potatoes are cut 1 centimeter wide, a little thicker than the average fry, and fried twice. Frying once cooks the potato, and the second frying creates a crispy exterior with a fluffy center. These fries are often served in a cone with a side of mayonnaise to dip. Not to be outdone by their neighbors to the north, the French have a long and storied history of fried potatoes. It's safe to say that if the French are doing something with food, it's going to be exceptionally delicious. The most common French style of fry is the Pommes Frites. These fries are thinner than their Belgian counterparts, but also employ the double frying process to produce a fluffy interior with a crispy outer shell. Pommes Frites can be served alongside casual dishes like burgers or fancier food like the ever-delicious steak frites dish. They can also be enjoyed on their own with a side of mayonnaise and occasionally a side of ketchup. Contrary to popular belief, you won't be berated on sight for eating fries with ketchup in France. You just might get a little side-eye. In certain parts of France, it is more traditional to eat fries with a side of Dijon mustard. Now this we can get behind. French took the fried potato idea and ran with it, and boy are we glad they did. Next on our list is one of the thinnest fries you'll find, the shoestring fry. They're typically no wider than a 1/4 inch and are often cut into long uniform lengths. The thinness of shoestring fries allows them to become very crispy when fried, almost like potato chips, but they retain the soft interior characteristic of traditional fries. To make shoestring fries, potatoes are cut into thin, long strips. They're then typically soaked in cold water to remove excess starch, which can cause them to stick together during frying and result in a less crispy final product. After soaking, they're dried thoroughly before being double fried. Closely related to the shoestring fry is the matchstick fry. The signature crispness of these thin fry styles makes them a fan favorite, and they pair particularly well with Parmesan and a side of garlic aioli. On the other end of the spectrum, the English prefer a thicker cut of potato to pair with a couple pieces of beer-battered haddock. Akin to what Americans would call steak fries, chips in the UK refer to wedge potatoes that have been fried, not potato chips. Those are called crisps. English is weird. Known most famously across the world for their pairing with fried fish, chips are a staple of the UK and Ireland and are included in many dishes. Fish and chips is typically served with tartar sauce, and they also go great with some malt vinegar. In the US, steak fries are served alongside, you guessed it, steak. The heartier potato is often preferred as it does a great job of soaking up the juices on the plate without falling apart. These fries are usually only fried once so that they are brown and crispy on the outside but fluffy on the inside. Since they are thicker, there is more fluff than in a normal fry, so the texture resembles a baked potato more than thinner fry variations. A great development in the history of French fries was the decision to start manipulating their shape. In the early 20th century, the crinkle cutter was invented, and it wasn't soon afterwards that people started using it to shave potatoes before frying them. The crinkle cutter creates a distinct corrugated wave pattern across the surface of the fry that makes them visually fun and appealing. But the crinkle cut isn't all about aesthetics. The shape of these fries allows them to stay crispier for longer and also helps them to retain seasonings. In the United States, crinkle cut fries rose to popularity alongside the growth of the fast food industry in the mid-20th century. They were an attractive choice for fast food chains due to their unique appearance and the fact that their ridged texture helps them to stay crisper for longer, a beneficial trait for takeout or drive-through food. One of the most famous purveyors of crinkle cut fries is the fast food chain White Castle, which introduced them in the 1950s. Another is Shake Shack, which originally served fresh-cut, skin-on fries, but switched to frozen crinkle-cut fries in 2013, citing consistency and crispiness. Today, crinkle-cut fries continue to be a popular choice at fast food restaurants, school cafeterias, and frozen food aisles. Along with traditional French fry dipping sauces, crinkle-cut fries' unique texture also makes them a good choice for dishes like cheese fries, where the crinkles can hold on to more melted cheese and other toppings. Another fun shape for French fries is that of a waffle.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
In the mid-20th century, more specialized culinary cutting tools were being invented, one of which was the ripple blade cutter. Using a quarter-turning technique, the iconic cross-hatched lattice pattern of the waffle fry is produced before the potatoes are dunked in hot oil. These fries are most famously served at Chick-fil-A, where they are hailed for their capacity to scoop up heaping quantities of Chick-fil-A sauce. Waffle fries are praised for their unique texture, crispy on the edges yet soft in the middle. Their large size and the holes in the waffle pattern also make them a great fry for toppings, so they're often used in dishes like loaded fries or poutine. Another unique twist of the French fry shape is the curly fry. Using a special machine that produces a spiral when a potato is pushed through it, these fries caught fire in the latter half of the 20th century. Many fast food joints adopted the curly fry because it was unique, helping them to stand out among the crowd. The most famous purveyor of curly fries is Arby's, introducing them to their menu in the 1980s. Arby's uses a special spice blend to give their French fries a unique flavor and color. Another well-known curly fry is that of Ore-Ida and can be found in freezer sections all across America. The unique shape of curly fries makes them particularly enjoyable to eat, as the curls provide a satisfying crunch and also hold on to seasonings and sauces particularly well. Next on our list are the French fries of breakfast, not to be confused with hash browns, which are another popular breakfast potato, but technically not a fry. Home fries are chunks of potatoes that have been boiled or sometimes baked until they are partially cooked. The potatoes are then cut into chunks or slices and fried, typically with onions and sometimes peppers, until they are crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. They are often seasoned with simple spices like salt, pepper, and paprika. The exact origin of home fries is unclear, but they have been a staple in American cuisine for many decades, particularly as a side dish for breakfast or brunch. They are frequently served in diners and other casual restaurants with scrambled eggs, bacon, and toast. A favorite breakfast throughout America is the home fry skillet, a dish where potatoes, onions, peppers, eggs, meat, and cheese are baked together in a cast-iron skillet. Are Tater Tots French fries? Well, they're shredded potatoes that are fried and they're delicious, so we're putting them on the list. The history of Tater Tots can be traced back to the Ore-Ida Company in the 1950s. Ore-Ida was founded in 1952 by brothers F. Neffy Grigg and Golden Grigg in Oregon near the Idaho border, hence the name Ore-Ida. The Greek brothers noticed that there were a lot of leftover scraps of potato that were being discarded in the process of making these fries. In an effort to reduce waste and increase efficiency, they came up with the idea of chopping up the scraps, adding flour and seasoning, and then pushing the mixture through an extruder to create small cylinders. These were then fried, creating a crispy bite-sized potato product that was easy to cook and eat. In recent years, Tater Tots have seen a resurgence in popularity among adults, with many restaurants offering gourmet versions of Tater Tots with various seasonings and dips. Referring to a cutting technique used in classic French cuisine, these fries are a bit thicker and longer than the standard French fry, but not as thick as a steak fry. A batonnet cut measures approximately a quarter inch by 2 to 2.5 inches, and the goal of this technique is to create aesthetically pleasing cuts of food, but also to ensure uniform cooking times for all pieces. As a cutting technique, batonnet and other precise cuts have been a part of French culinary technique for centuries, likely dating back to the time when French haute cuisine began to take form in the 17th and 18th centuries. Today, batonnet fries are a common sight in both professional kitchens and home cooking. They offer a good balance between the crisp exterior and fluffy interior that many people love about French fries. Plus, their slightly larger size makes them a great fry for a variety of toppings and dips. Another French knife technique used to cut fries is the Julienne method. The thinnest of all French fries, Julienne fries, are often used as a topping in the same way some recipes call for fried onion strings. Once again, the goal of the Julienne technique is to create uniform strips of potato so that each fry has the same shape, texture, and taste. Julienne fries go great as a topping for a burger. Who doesn't like to put fries on a burger? They are also often used as filling for fry quesadillas, which also sounds delicious. In France, it seems like there's 100 ways to prepare a French fry, and one of the fancier methods is the Pommes Soufflles. Translating to puffed potato, this cooking technique was discovered by accident. In 1837, at the inauguration of the new Paris-Strasbourg railway line, the cooks were preparing fried potatoes for the guests. When the train was delayed, the cooks were forced to let the potatoes cool before refrying them. To their surprise, the potatoes puffed up during the second frying. This accidental discovery led to the development of Pommes Soufflles as a culinary technique. The process involves slicing potatoes very thin, frying them once at a lower temperature to cook the interior, allowing them to cool, and then frying them a second time at a higher temperature. This second frying causes the moisture in the potato slices to vaporize, puffing up the potato into a sort of miniature balloon. They require careful timing and temperature control to prepare correctly, making them a mark of a skilled chef, and Pommes Soufflles are often served at high-end restaurants around the world. Looking for a sweeter take on the classic French fry? Sweet potato fries are for you. This style of fry is said to have been invented by agricultural researcher and innovator George Washington Carver when he published a recipe in the 1930s. Sweet potato fries took some time to catch on, but have since grown in popularity significantly in the late 20th and early 21st centuries as part of a broader trend towards more diverse and gourmet types of French fries. They began to appear on restaurant menus in the 1990s and are typically served in the same way as regular fries with salt and ketchup or other dipping sauces. They have a very different profile than regular fries, with a slightly sweet, earthy taste that accompanies seasonings well. They're also a tad healthier than normal fries. Cottage fries started to appear in American cookbooks in the 19th century. In this dish, potatoes are sliced into round pieces rather than sticks and are often pan-fried or baked until crispy. The name cottage is believed to refer to the simplicity of their preparation, which could easily be done in a home kitchen or cottage. These fries are more easily done at home because they are typically fried in a pan or baked until crispy instead of having to deep fry them. It may surprise you to know that most American cottages in the 19th century didn't have a personal deep fryer. The texture of these is similar to a soft, thick potato chip and is absolutely divine with a sprinkling of Cajun seasoning. This style of fry is hard not to love. Tornado fries, also known as twist potatoes, spiral potatoes, or curly fries on a stick, are a popular street food snack that originated in South Korea in the early 2000s. They are made by skewering a whole potato, cutting it into a continuous spiral shape, and then deep frying it. Once cooked, they are often seasoned with various spices such as cheese, onion, or barbecue powder. The snack quickly blew up due to its unique presentation and fun eating experience. The spiral shape of the potato creates an appealing, crispy texture, and the skewer makes it easy to enjoy while walking around, making it a popular choice at street food markets, carnivals, and fairs. Today, they are also a favorite at food trucks, and their aesthetic appeal makes them the perfect Instagram model for cooking accounts everywhere. Another unique twist on the classic fry is the Sidewinder, characterized by their unique curvy shape that is achieved by a special cutting process. Sidewinder fries made their way into American menus in the early 21st century. This innovative cut of potato was a response to the demand for more interesting and unique styles of French fries in restaurants and fast food establishments. One of the major producers of Sidewinder fries is the American frozen food company Simplot, which sells a variety of different styles of fries and other potato products to restaurants and other food service establishments. Their unique shape and the playful eating experience they provide have made them a popular choice for both children and adults. What about every burger style in the U.S.? Watch that video right here and let us know in the comments what the most superior fry is.